What is good? Today I'm going to be talking about the 3 C's of an addiction and a little bit of what I'm feeling. So the 3 C's of an addiction, I found this out from a YouTube video about a gambling addiction, I believe. No, it might have been alcohol. I don't know. It was a TED Talk. Anyways, the 3 C's are: number 1, intense cravings. Number 2, loss of control. Number 3, continued use after negative effects. Okay, so number 1 is intense cravings. So I want to talk about just that. On Friday, I had like a family court thing, and I kind of got shut out from the judge, and I didn't feel good. And what did I do? I go home, and I'm just checking if I have to trade or not. And guess what it is? I have to trade I'll trade the system if it's underneath 40. If the count is underneath 40. It was at I think 47. And I said, well, these are the days that are risky, but they are definitely more risky, but they can make more money too because it's moving more. So I just figured, you know what? Whatever. I'm just gonna run the system. Fine. So I do the system. And I trade once, and I'm doing it. I'm doing the plan, except I'm not. I'm not listening to myself. I'm supposed to do it when it's underneath 40, but whatever. And I take the trade, and I win. I'm like, all right, good. Okay, well, we're just going to run it. And then the next trade happens, and it keeps on going against me. And what do? I continue running the system, just hopefully work, and my system, it's a mean reversion system, so I know this won't work for a lot of people, but I do risk 15R to make 1. I know it's bad, but that is what the system is, and ended up losing freaking 20 grand that day. So Friday. I hate talking about it, dude. I hate talking about it. But whatever. So tell me, what am I feeling now that I lost 20 grand? Well, what I'm feeling is like, I need to make it back, bro. I was at 30 grand in my account, now I'm at 10. Fuck my life. So what did I have to do? I'm feeling cravings. I'm feeling like I can't wait till Sunday evening where I can place a trade and bet the entire freaking account, 10 grand, for a 1R or a 0.5R, which is technically more likely to work, right? A 0.5R, I'm likely to make 5 grand. More likely, okay? Just random, right? If you put your target closer. It just is like that. So I'm thinking that maybe I can do that and get away with it, and at least recoup some of the money that I just lost. So I'm driving. I'm like, I can't wait for Sunday night. Isn't that cravings? I never thought. I know I have loss of control when trading sometimes, but I didn't think I had cravings, and I think that this is cravings. So. And continued use after freaking negative effects, dude. I've lost a shit ton of money, bro. I've lost so much. It's like not intense. I'm like, if I had lost that much, I'd be like pulling my hair out. But I've lost so much that I don't even fucking care as much. I'm like, well, this is just what happens. It allows me to stay in big trades and allow it to run in my favor, and I'm dispassionately looking at a huge profit. But it also allows me to be numb enough to absorb these massive losses. And You know, it's just not, that's not trading, bro. This is not trading. What is trading? You can risk the 15R for 1R in your system that's back tested, that's profitable if it's under 40, but you chose to risk. That's what you did, right? It's not your system, it's not your plan. You were feeling bad about court and you wanted to be uplifted, and you're looking to gambling to be uplifted. You can't do that, bro. You can't just you can't find happiness in gambling, okay? You have to find something else to fill that void when you're feeling unhappy and empty or sad or whatever, you know? You cannot gamble to get that. So it's very important. Now I have a decision to make. Well, what the hell do I do with 10 grand? And now I have to descale my risk twice. I mean, instead of risking 15 grand to make one, I'm going to be risking like 4 grand or 5 to make $200. It's so different. Now I'm descaled, going from good, my account's huge and I can freaking run my good system with a whole 1 grand with equals 1R. Now it's fucking $200 if I want to run my system. It's like, bro, I don't want to start here. I'd rather just gamble and then run the system when I get back to 30 grand or 20 grand. Just give me 20. Just let me gamble my way up to 20. I've done it so many times. It can happen. I bet it is a 50-50 chance. You risk 10 grand. I risk my entire account. 10 grand to make what? 10 grand. That's a 50-50 chance. It can happen in a span of, 10 minutes. It's crazy. It's just crazy when you really think of it. But the thing is, yes, you do that. When does it end, bro? When does it end? How many times have you thought about trying to, multiply these accounts? When does it freaking end? At what point are you going to stop and run your system? So it's really, really? Okay, you're going to do that. What about the next time you have cravings to double your account or do something risky like that? Or even do what I did on Friday. Just trade my system. I didn't discretionary trade, but I discretionarily turned on the trading system. Oh my gosh. It just becomes worse and worse. Every time a touch of discretion just breaks everything, dude. When is it going to stop? It's going to stop. People change when the pain to stay the same is worse than the pain to change. Okay? So I'm putting myself in I'm broke as fuck, bro. I am one flat tire away from calling mommy and daddy. And it's not a good spot to be because I have a kid to support. I have a child. It's not a good spot to be. So what do we have to do? Well, the pain to stay the same is getting more and more severe. We need to change. And I'll tell you right now, the change you need is not to risk more and try to double your account like a freaking, like a freaking pirate or some bullshit like that, It's just untrustworthy, man. You can't do that. Haven't you tried that before? So why would you ever try to do that again? You must. You must. At what point? Tell me, at what point are you going to run your system, dude? And don't have much thought to it, man. At what point? We have to, at some point, burn and sear the cravings to where it stops. There'll be a scar there, and we'll always remember it, but it has to be seared, bro. Okay? And I'm not exactly sure how to do that. You just gotta commit to being done with discretion. Anyways. tough one, man. It's a tough... I'd rather just freaking... All the negotiations going in my brain is just like, dude, just whatever. It's a 50-50 chance. Then you're back to 20 grand. And then you can start your system with, you know, $500 as 1 hour instead of, you know, 200. It'll take a second. It'll take 2 minutes. You'll be at 20 grand, or 10 minutes and you'll be at 20 grand, and great. And then you'll be, then you can run your system. All right. And then you can start your system there. And then I'm like, wow, that's a good idea. Yeah, that's a good idea. But guess what can happen, man? You can lose it. And then your account's gone. And then what do you have? You have to go back and try to get another funded account. What? Okay. Oh my gosh, you're at square one again, my friend. And then you blame, what's your excuse? Well, I tried this. You could have just ran your program, man. Just run your damn program. At what point are you going to run your program? You had a program. It sucks. I was in such a good spot to run my program. And I decided to take risk. I didn't even overtrade. It was 2 trades and running my system, but I discretionarily turned it on. And then right then, the second trade, I get a freaking bam loss. Oh my gosh. Take it as a sign? Yeah. To just, all right, sorry I went outside the bounds. I'll stay on the freaking road. Boring ass road. All right, fine. It just sucks to be on this road when I was at 30 grand. Now I'm going to start being safe at 10. Come on. Ugh, that's the worst. If we can somehow be able to be fine with that, well, that's what most people don't do. So I'm guessing that's a good choice. All right, peace.